So I'm Celisa Steele, Managing Director at Tagoras, and I'm here today, or actually virtually, talking with Vinay Neelakantan, who is the Director of Product Development and Research at Meridian Knowledge Solutions. So Vinay, thank you for being with me today.
Thank you for having me, Celissa.
So I just wanted to start out by asking you, who is Meridian Knowledge Solutions and what do you do?
Okay, so Meridian has been in the learning technology space since 1997, and we are one of the pioneers in the learning management system industry. So we consider ourselves one of the folks who have shaped the e-learning industry throughout the world. So what Meridian does is we cater to the enterprise customer, and we offer our products and services to a range of Fortune 100, Fortune 500 customers, as well as the public sector, as well as the association space as well. And yeah.
Great. And so how do you differentiate yourself from the other LMS providers that operate in the association space?
Yeah. So over the past few years, Meridian has actually invested a significant amount of R&D into what we call the extended enterprise. So our product footprint lends itself elegantly to an organization that is looking at member retention, that is looking at seeing how an individual member, not part of a core organization as such, can actually improve their quality, their subject matter expertise within their area of specialization. So we really believe that associations have completely different needs from corporate America, and our product suite is tailored to meet those needs. Here's an example. So our e-commerce engine is a good balance of a shopping cart combination with discount sets and account codes and things like that, which are optimized for associations to not just use as an outreach program, but also to use as a revenue earning platform.
Great. Okay, great. And I know that mobile learning has been a big focus for Meridian. So can you just talk to me a little bit about your mobile strategy and sort of how you see mobile fitting in with learning overall?
Right, good question. So this is something that's close to the heart of Meridian. Over the past year, I have been fortunate enough to travel around some of the bigger conferences over here where I've been invited to talk about mobile training strategy. And our aim has always been to unclutter the space because there's just so much information about mobile training and mobile learning out there. So our core belief is mobile learning becomes a strong augmenter or an enhancer of existing training. And a big part of our strategy is how do we use mobile to complement what we've got, say, on the desktop or what we've got in the traditional browser through an LMS. A big driver for us is what we call using mobile learning in internet dead zones. And we mean any opportunity where there is no internet connectivity, how can we take that and convert that to a potential training opportunity? So here's a perfect example. So you're getting ready to get onto a plane, and you've got your iPad with you. You should be able to download the courses that you want, get your iPad onto the plane, and then when it's not connected to the internet, take those courses. And then when you land back down, you're able to sync that up with the LMS. So you've taken a potential non-opportunity for training and converted that to some real training hours, which we believe is a strong focus of where most learning technology organizations are going to go.
Great, great. And then I just have one last question for you, which is just be interested in hearing your thoughts on sort of what you see coming down the pike in the relatively near future for learning, maybe the next couple of years or up to 5 years out or so.
Yeah. So this is a really exciting time for learning technology as such. Our product suite consists of core learning technology platforms, a social platform, a mobile learning engine, an e-commerce engine, analytics. So there's a whole bunch of things happening within the spectrum of learning technology. So there's a natural evolutionary synergy happening between, say, social and mobile, and that's coming together really well because what it's doing is it's taking the informal learning and actually giving a room, or it's giving a boundary for where folks can actually collaborate and actually improve on-the-job training as such. So it's not about taking a long 8-hour course or a 3-hour course anymore. It's more about doing your job and being able to access quick information from that social learning environment, which allows you to improve while you're on the job as such. You also see a strong growth. We're not going to be limited by content being available just on one platform. So we're seeing the growth of the entire multi-platform offering, whether it's a mobile device, whether it's a Kindle file, whether it's a desktop LMS or a standard LMS, or it's an offline player like I just talked about. So we see that to be there's no limitations to the platforms that you can deploy your content on. We also see virtual worlds and simulations getting mainstream in commercial America. There's a big movement towards that. What used to be talked about a few years back is now turning out to be a reality. So, see, a lot of this being driven by the federal government on one side and also large corporate organizations where they really believe that let's place the employee or the learner directly in a simulated environment and put a couple of use cases around them and see how they react to that. And that could only lead to a more mature human capital offering as such. And then finally, big data. I'm sure you've heard about this. But we pride ourselves on leading the pack when it comes to taking big data and allowing that to extend to decision making, which will allow you to prioritize your training dollars. So how do we take all of the information that we've collected over the past 15 years and make that available to an organization so that they can get some insight into trends of where their learning strategy is going?
Okay. Well, great. Well, thanks so much for taking some time today, Vinay, to talk with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Celissa. It was a real pleasure.
All right.